What are we talking about today?
Hello everybody and welcome to What Are We Talking About? Today we are talking about episode 3 of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I don't know why I almost called it Phantom Menace.
Oh, I thought you were about to say The Force Awakens.
That's what I'm excited for. That's why we're doing this. It's coming out right away, so we're we're rewatching all the movies and giving you our thoughts on them. What did you think? First initial thoughts on Star Wars Episode 3. The Revenge
Better than the other two. Better than the other two.
Easily the best prequel.
It's the best prequel.
That's, by the way, I'm gonna just give you my rating right now. Easily the best prequel. That's my rating.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But anyways, go ahead and continue.
Wow, I don't know. You kind of just took the words right out of my mouth. But.
Well, what? I mean, for me, some things I would say it still was a lot of the same kind of a lot of CGI.
Oh yeah,
but one thing they did was they changed.
They took away
the looks of all the ships and stuff to feel more.
They also took away the creepy love story between Anakin.
Oh well, yeah. Padme's almost non-existent in that film.
Yeah.
She's just there to have kids.
Which I don't have a problem with. Like,
well, it's because of apparently she had a fucking
yeah.
falling out with George Lucas or something. I don't know. I wasn't there, but
yeah. Either way, it's better than the other two. Like it's. I don't know. The fight scenes are pretty cool. Like they did do a good job of making it fairly epic.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the other ones, like
definitely.
They did make it feel like it was.
I mean, I can understand.
Bigger universe this time.
Like that's the thing. It's probably one of the best ways they could have ended it after having had 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much you can do to save it after. Like 2 is easily the worst of all the Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Right. So to come after that and have easily the best prequel, like I would say, just this might also be partly because I was fairly young when I watched it, but I would even still say today when I watch it, I like Episode 3 not as much as 4, 5, and 6, but it's like not a lot. It's not like
it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, like it's close to 4, 5, and 6, not super close, but close enough that it's like, yeah, if I had to choose Star Wars movies, I would include that. It's not just the original trilogy. I also would include 3.
Yeah.
Like, I can take or leave 1 and 2, but 3 I like enough that I would say, like, it's Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
Full on, right? But, no, definitely, like, one of the things I like is, I mean, it's kind of a drastic change. Anakin, one thing I don't like, actually, is how Anakin changes. Like, basically the reason why he chooses to go to the dark side is because
he's afraid that his wife,
he wants to save Padme.
Yeah.
Like, he just basically gets tricked into it super.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is, but it would have been better if they could have figured out if George Lucas would have wrote some better
it should have been something that should have been rooted in the very first.
I mean, it kind of
movie,
was
with him. Not
the first movie. It was rooted in the second movie with his mom dying.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, it didn't. It felt like you needed more than just that. Like, not to mention, there should have been something, because in the first movie he was just too innocent. Like, it was just should have been something there where there was like a little bit of spark of evil.
Well, the one thing that you think is gonna come back to play is in episode 1, Anakin says, one day I'm gonna come back and free all the slaves or whatever, right? But so you kind of think maybe that, like, he said that he even has a dream where he came back as a Jedi and freed the slaves of Tatooine. So it's like, if you go by the canon, he's had other dreams that were like premonitions. So like, I don't know if that was a premonition or if that was just a dream he had. Right?
Well,
like,
if we go based off of the Star Wars canon universe so far, it was just a dream.
Well, yeah, we don't know. I mean, we don't, like, technically, since it didn't happen, but you can, change what happens in a premonition, can't you? I mean, if he would have, all he would have had to do was not fucking do, like, he just did the worst possible thing. I guess maybe that's...
He just shouldn't have killed Mace Windu and killed the Emperor.
He didn't kill Mace Windu, he just cut off his head.
Well, he pretty much
He was
killed
just
Mace
like,
Windu.
he didn't let Mace Windu kill the Emperor was what his problem was.
Still cut off his hand, which then turned to him getting killed by the Emperor.
Well, that's just because the Emperor was tricking him and he was just like...
Yeah. It's like the motherfucker
just
shooting
like,
lightning out of his fucking... And he was just like...
yeah!
That's fucking stupid. Like, there are some bad moments to this
definitely.
movie, but
It's
at the
got
same
its
time, it's got
cheese.
some redeemable ones. Like,
It's definitely the most redeemable of all the prequels. Like I said, it's the best of the prequels, and what like the lightsaber duels I like especially. I mean, probably the best part about the entire prequel trilogy is the special features, where you watch the behind the scenes. It's interesting to know how one got made. First of all, like, really, George Lucas thought he was making an amazing, awesome movie, and then when he watched it after he was done it, he was like, I might have went too far in some spots. Like, that's, I'm pretty sure, like, almost a direct quote of what he said. Like, I might have went too far in some spots. And so it's like, but then he said, the problem is I would take some of it out, but it's too tied in with all the other shit that I can't take it out. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if I take that out, then this part doesn't make sense, and like he would end up with no movie.
yeah.
But there is, I haven't been able to watch all of them. I've only been able to watch like part of episode 1. But there's this, somebody went and remade, or well, not remade, but re-edited episodes 1, 2, and 3, and it's called the anti-cheese edit, or the anti-cheese cut maybe, or something like that. And like, so they made it so Jar Jar Binks, they, instead of talking like a Jar Jar Binks talks, he's just a normal person. Like they made it so he just has an alien voice, and they put subtitles, and they just changed what he fucking said.
Oh, really?
And they they never go to the Gungan city and shit like that. And I haven't gotten all the way to the end, like I said, but they make it so Jar Jar's pretty much not in it at all. Like, he's only in it if he has to be, because he's in a scene with somebody who is in an important scene, right? But any scene that has Jar Jar slipping in poop or anything like that, all cut out of it and shit. It makes it so the movie is like an hour and 40 minutes. I haven't seen the whole, and they also changed, like, you know how like the whatever they're called, the Trade Federation, Newt Gunray or whatever, Viceroy Gunray or whatever. He they changed it so they don't talk the same, like in like that super stereotypical Japanese, like ancient Japanese style, like I don't know, kind of offensive, like
stereotypical.
Yeah, but like impersonations.
Oh.
But he changed it so that they have an alien voice and there's just subtitles, and they're when they talk English, it's just like super deep, low, like warbled, almost kind of like how Kylo Ren's voice is in the trailer of Force Awakens. Not exactly the same, but kind of similar, where it's just like a warm, deep voice, right? But no, definitely. Back to what we were talking about with episode 3, it is one of the things that is an issue with it is like, excuse me, basically the problem is they have these fantastic lightsaber fights and shit, but they have not elderly, but older actors that can't do things, and they want to have them they want to actually show their faces on the that's one of the things. George Lucas really wanted to show the actors' faces so that people could see that it was actually those people in the fights. Like, that's why the Mace Windu versus the Emperor fight isn't like super spectacular, because it was mostly Sam Jackson and Ian McDiarmid the whole time, right?
Yeah, no, like they're not going to be
exactly.
too great spectacular sword fight. Whereas
anytime you see anything spectacular at all, it's a stunt double and they CGI'd their head over top because they got really good at that after episode 2 with Count Dooku.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was.
But no, I mean the lightsaber battle at the start, other than for Count Dooku for no reason just front flipping over the fucking balcony, like.
Yeah. No,
but the actual battle is intense, and I think that was a good showing of like a little tidbit of Anakin showing his dark side, where he's like, he knows he straight up was like, I shouldn't kill this guy, and he's just like, the Emperor was just like, he's too dangerous to be kept alive, and it's like, kills him, and it's like, that's how you know the Emperor's got this dude. Like, if you've never seen Star Wars before, and you watched 1, 2, and 3, I think they did a fair enough job. If you were like a young-ish kid when you watched 1 and 2, and you had a love for them, and you hadn't seen 3, and then you saw 3 as like a little bit older, and you didn't know what happened, like if nobody spoiled, if you could somehow didn't ever go on, have a life and have social media or anything like that, and talk to people anywhere ever, because it's kind of synonymous. Luke, I am your father. Anakin Skywalker is Darth Vader. But if you could somehow never not have ever known that, and then watch like 1, 2, and 3, to see like young kid Anakin, that he's just like a kid that is like, he wasn't bad at all, and then now he's been kind of manipulated into being this evil dude, where because of the Emperor he's like chopping off people's heads and fucking killing younglings.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's not the best trilogy of movies. It's one of the worst, but Episode 3 is actually not a bad Star Wars movie,
No,
I would
it's
say.
not. It's definitely, like we said earlier, the best of the prequels.
Easily.
It does kind of go with the other movies, whereas the other 2 movies, they just don't fit well in the Star Wars universe.
Not really at all. Like, especially because it's it doesn't even, like, I guess they were kind of trying to make it feel like another time, like before the Galactic War or whatever, but I don't know. It's everything's too shiny.
Yeah, too shiny and round.
Yeah. But anyways, do you have anything else to add? That's our thoughts on Star Wars Episode 3. Let us know what you think of this classic movie in the comments down below. That's it. I guess if you want to email us, you can email us at whatwetalkingabouttoday@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at whatwetalkin. Thanks for watching. Never stop Star Wars.